Hey guys, here is my first attempt at a tutorial, so enjoy. So I primed my lid with the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer in the shade Light Honey. I'm going to be taking the Morphe Neutral Territory palette, and I'm going to be taking this light shade right there just to set everything and use as a base. Yeah. So I'm going to take a Wet n Wild brush, blending brush, and I'm going to use that to apply it. These brushes are super nice. They don't shed. They're vegan, cruelty-free. They're super cheap, and they work really well, and I really enjoy them. So go out and buy those if you want. So I'm going to be doing kind of just like a simple look today. It's one of my absolute favorite go-to looks. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Gingerbread Holiday Collection palette from this previous year. I really love this palette. It's got so many different options, so many different color stories that you can use. All the shades blend out really well and have a nice pigment to them. So here's that palette. It's absolutely stunning. In this palette, it came with not only the shadows, but these two highlighters, two blushes, and then it came with this bronzer shade that I absolutely love more than the Hoola bronzer. So that's pretty surprising. We're going to be going in with the shade Toast today to start off our look. I'm just going to take that same Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to use that to apply to my crease. Oh, sorry. I wanted to do this look just because it's something that I do pretty often and I have no issues with, and it kind of goes with everything that I own in my closet, so it can be pretty versatile, and I just really love it, and it brings out the green in my eyes, so I always get a decent amount of compliments on it, and I figured this was a good way to start off my tutorials. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to fast forward through all this, so you guys are gonna have to deal with my awkward talking, and we're just gonna roll with it. So hopefully everyone's cool with that, and I'll get better at editing videos as I go along. But I really wanted to do this because I think it's been time. Enough time has passed, and I need to hop on this train before it's too late. So I'm still blending. I'm taking that neutral territory shade and I'm using that to also help blend things out. Most of this video is probably going to be me blending, and yep, there's me showing you that I'm blending. I believe in blending more than anything else in this world. I've seen pictures of me from previous years, and yeah, or pictures of my old makeup, and it's just wrong without blending. So I'm taking this Sonia Kashuk, I think that's how you say it, brush, and I'm just going in with that neutral territory shade, and I'm just buffering everything out. And those brushes are really nice if you have a little bit extra money to spend on brushes. I would end up probably just going with Morphe brushes if you are willing to put down some money. But Sonia is a good brand, and so is Wet n Wild. But in this house, we really stand Morphe brushes. So yeah, I've almost fell off my bed 10 times during this tutorial, so you'll see me adjusting a lot, so I apologize in advance, so enjoy. I mean, this was the best lighting in my room, so I figured I had to do it. And we're just going back and forth between the two shades right now, just trying to build up a really nice blend that looks really pretty but isn't too much. And yeah, here we are. I sat in front of my window and blinded myself for this tutorial, so I hope you all really enjoy it. If not, I'm not gonna make another one. No, I will. Practice makes perfect. So hopefully now I'm going to start adding some more color into this look. I want to keep it very bronzy, but we're gonna go in with the shade Cinnamon next. And we're also going to put that in our crease to kind of add more dimension and kind of start to darken it a little bit before we add our lid shade. So I'm just going in with another Wet n Wild brush, I believe, or is this nope, I'm going in with the NYX 16 blending brush. NYX is really good too. I use so many different types of brushes, and I really love all of them. And like I said, buy Morphe, but there are different price points that you can get amazing brushes at without sacrificing quality. And NYX, Morphe, Sonia Kashuk, and Wet n Wild are all amazing brushes. So there's that. Real Techniques too. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Real Techniques. My collection's kind of just crazy. Maybe I'll do a video about all about my brushes and how I clean them and everything, if you guys want. And yeah, so we're just blending. Like I said, we're also still taking that natural or neutral territory shade and going in with that. Sorry about all the unnecessary hair flipping, but I didn't put my hair up like I should have. But now we're going to go back into this palette and we're going to be taking Sweater Weather, and we're going to use that to start darkening the outer V of my eye just to add a lot more depth and kind of create like a beautiful little cat eye. So just gonna dibble dabble a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in blending outwards, not really in, like I take it a little bit in, but not anything too crazy. And I think it works out pretty darn tootin' well. So there's that. So we're just gonna keep blending. I will probably take more of that neutral territory shade to blend out as needed, but for the most part we're sticking with sweater weather, and yeah. So now we are taking a flat tip brush and we're going into the shade Golden Ginger from the same palette, and that is going to be our lid shade. It is the most beautiful color. It's kind of like an orangey bronze shade. I really love it. It's so flattering on like any, like at least on my skin tone, I really love it. So here's me blinding myself so you guys can see the pigment. I am not using a setting spray like I usually would to apply this shade, but I figured it's better than nothing, and I'm pretty sure later on in the video I pick up a setting spray and show you that. So but yeah, so there's me applying it all over to my lid. I was just gonna do halfway point, but I decided to take it all the way across the lid like I usually do, because it looks so much nicer in the end of having it all the way across your eyelid. So there it is. It's very pretty. It looks very orange just because I'm wearing a Boise State shirt, and it just looks orange compared to the other orange, but it's not that orange in person. It's very soft and very toned down, and I think it's absolutely stunning, and it really complements any eye. Yeah. So there's that. Too Faced does really well with some of their metallics. I really do appreciate it. And so you'll see me using, this is probably a palette that I take with me anytime I go home, because it is so versatile and the packaging is really small. It's magnetic, so no one really can get in unless you're really pulling at it. And yeah, so look how pretty that looks. Oh my gosh. I'm like sitting here watching this and I just like am amazed about how beautiful that shadow is. I think that's one of the main reasons why I bought it, was because of this shade. I really am starting to get into like peachy kind of orange shades, and this has honestly one of the most perfect shadows for that, as you guys can see. So yeah, there's me in the sunlight. Definitely trying to stay sane during this quarantine. So now what we are probably going to be doing is we are going to take a look at our eyes, and we're going to give our eyelashes a nice little curl because I have none. My brother is actually the one who got all the eyelashes in the family, and I got stuck with what was left over, but we're going to make do with what we had. I nearly got my eyeball in this shot, so you're welcome. I'm doing this for the sake of you guys. For mascara, we are going to go in with the Maybelline Total Temptation. I really like this. It's made with coconut extract that is supposed to promote growth in your eyelashes. I just started using it not that long ago, so I can't really attest to that yet, but I will definitely let you guys know what I think about that. The spoolie is a little bit big, so when you are doing your bottom lashes, just be careful. But I don't notice any flaking or any like buildup on my bottom lash like at the end of the day, unlike the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which I despise. I usually get the Benefit Roller Lash, but I'm a broke college student and my budget will not allow me to spend $25 on a tube of mascara. And yeah, so, and I always put my mascara on before my eyelashes because I don't like binding my eyelashes, and I'll kind of go into that here in a minute when we do eyelashes. But there is the Maybelline Total Temptation. So I stopped the video for a second and I did grab setting spray because, like I said, I wanted to show you guys how much better the pigment can get with the use of setting spray. It is not required, but it definitely helps. So I just spray the color and we're going to plop it on and bam. It's not too much of a difference. I just think it makes the metallic shade kind of pop a little bit more, and it just looks really, really nice. And yeah, look at that. Wow. Sorry, I'm like I said, when I said this is my favorite makeup look, I was not lying. But we're gonna go ahead and get into false lashes now. I use Allure lashes in the style of Anna Lee. She's an influencer, but I really like these. They are the fake mink lashes because we don't support real mink lashes. But I really like these. And if you take care of these lashes, and I wear mine every day, and they could probably last me about 2 months. Like if I clean them and I just take care of the band, and yeah. So I'm using the eyelash adhesive that came with it. Duo is really great. I recommend all of these. Allure recently changed their formula to a latex-free one, so that's really great if you're allergic to latex. I'm not, but it's still really, really nice. So something that I do with my lashes before I put them on is I will actually take the eyelash itself once it has the glue on there, and I will kind of bend the lashes to kind of help them get a little bit more ready for my eye, if that makes sense. Like they just kind of go with the curves of my eye a little bit better. I think they're really nice, and I think it's not necessary to do this step, but I really like it, and I think it helps, at least for me. So here's the lash, and I'm just going to gently kind of bend it a little bit right in the middle just to get it on my lash, or get it, yeah, better. I don't know. And so I'm going to show you guys how I go in. So I'm going to look down, and then I stick it on there. I kind of let the glue kind of dry a little bit, and then I'll start pressing it down. I don't like using tweezers near my eyes like that, and that's what I'm trying to say in this video, or in that little section. I first started getting into fake eyelashes when I did theater in high school because you were required to wear them, and I had never worn them ever in my life, and I was so scared of them. And I asked the senior girl to help me, and she's like, you just stick it on and hope it and pray that it sticks, if that made any sense. But so it's just kind of like, if you're scared to wear falsies, just go for it. You'll get better with practice. You'll learn. Since I don't bind my eyelashes, you can kind of see the glue a little bit. So I always take kind of like a black eyeliner to hide the glue. I'm not going to do that in this video just because I felt really lazy and didn't want to stop the video again to grab something. So there's that. Sorry for touching my hair so much in this video. Like I said, I forgot to put it up. Next, I believe we're going to keep messing with my eyelash, and then hopefully we will get into the face. I am not going to wear any foundation or concealer or primer just because I don't like the feeling of it on my face. I literally only wear foundation and concealer for makeup looks that I post at night, and then I take it off. I just don't like the feeling of foundation or concealer on me. I'm going to try a tinted moisturizer, and maybe I'll start adding that to my makeup looks, but otherwise I won't. So I'm taking the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. This girl at Ulta recommended it to me, and I absolutely love it. And we're taking a Morphe M530 brush, and we're going to apply that. My cheeks are already pretty red, so I don't go too crazy with it, but I love peachy tones so much. It just looks so nice and adds like a healthy glow as well. I'm going to take it onto my nose because I secretly want to be an e-girl, and I really love that trend. I don't know if you guys are fans of it, but I absolutely adore it. For highlight, I totally forgot to grab a highlighting brush, so I'm going to be using this eyeshadow brush from Profusion. It's going to get the job done, so we're just going to kind of roll with it. For highlight, I'm going to be taking the Tarte Rainbow Highlighter in the shade Spellbound Glow. It's got this pink and purple and orange and champagne color shades right there. I usually just use the orangey champagne color mixture, and it kind of adds a nice healthy glow to my skin. If you don't like Tarte, or their formula just isn't the one for you, or the price point's too high, Elf's Bake Highlight is amazing. So is the Wet n Wild liquid highlighter, and as well as their baked highlighter too for Wet n Wild. Of course, if you have the money, definitely go with the Becca Champagne Pop or even Ofra's Rodeo Drive. Those are some of the best highlighters out there. I literally have a highlight option for any range of budgets. Maybe I'll do a video kind of explaining different things like that. So I'm highlighting my nose and then the ridge in my nose, and then we're gonna hit my Cupid's bow a little bit to kind of add some more shine, as well as underneath my eyes. Then I realized that I didn't do my eyebrows, so that's gonna be our next step. I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Boss Brow eye pencil in the shade dark brown. When I had darker hair, I'd use soft black to kind of darken them a little bit. Obviously, as you guys can see, I already have thick brows, and they're absolutely atrocious right now. Me and my brow lady, once quarantine is over, are gonna have a heyday, and she's going to fix them up. But for now, I gotta work with what I got. So when I fill in my brows, my main goal is kind of just to give a little bit more of an arch and a longer tail to it. That's really about it. Not so much like making them thicker or anything. I like keeping a natural look, but I do love a soft arch. And so there's that. I try to mimic brow hair as much as I can, but literally my brows don't, like, they look the same after I do them, so it's just kind of like, oh, okay, all right. I'm not a huge fan of pomade. I've tried it so many times. I've tried like cheap ones, and then I've tried like Anastasia, and I can't get behind pomade at all. So brow pencils are definitely the way to go, and ColourPop has really cheap but good quality brow products, so definitely do not sleep on them at all. And I keep messing up, so there's me kind of wiping it off, and this brow pencil is very forgiving and lets me do that without looking like a fool. I mean, I do, but it's fine. So we're going to comb the product through the brows. Like I said, I'm still new at brows, so please don't judge my brows. There is me holding the Essence Brow Setting Gel since I ran out of my ColourPop one, and that is the only one I had left. We're going in with some Burt's Bees chapstick, and then I'm going to take a lip gloss. This is the e.l.f. lip lacquer in the shade Bubbles. The applicator is super soft. It bends really weird. I thought I broke it the first time I used it, but we're all good. There it is. It's so pretty. I really love it. Me and lip gloss right now are having a moment. So there is the look. Oh, I gotta set my face. This is the Ulta Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. It's okay, so this may be the inner alcoholic in me talking, but it definitely smells like Malibu rum, and I love that, so definitely buy that. So here is the finished look. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm sorry if this tutorial was super awkward to watch. Like I said, I'll learn how to speed through things so you don't have to watch me blend for 15 minutes. Happy Easter, everyone.